Enough pretending like brutal, outdated sales models will carry the future. How many times have biting frustration and crushing limits from those old-school, sales-led strategies thrown a wrench in your growth plans? How many opportunities have slipped? How many founders have burned out? How many investors have lost patience because chasing deals the old way feels like running on a treadmill to nowhere? You've built something incredible, a product that could change the game. But the conventional sales playbook keeps blocking your path with slow cycles, gatekeepers, and endless pitches that no one really listens to anymore. That feeling. It's not just a setback, it's a full stop on your ambition. It's the smothering weight of a system designed to celebrate the noise of persuasion over the quiet power of your product itself. What if growth didn't need to be forced? What if the product was your strongest, most relentless salesperson? What if instead of selling constantly, your product just made every customer want more, by itself, naturally, wildly? This isn't some vague promise. It's a revolution hiding in plain sight, product-led growth. It's not just a strategy, it's a weapon against the tedious misery that sales-led models wrap around your neck like an anchor. Forget cold calls dripping with desperation. Throw away the endless prospect chasing. Product-led growth blows those chains to bits by shifting the entire battlefront. Your product doesn't whisper, "Buy me." It roars by delivering immediate value, so intoxicating, so damn addictive, that users can't help but dive deeper. This is strategy stripped bare to what truly matters. The relentless focus on delivering shockwave value the moment someone touches your product. Every second they use it, they become less a lead and more of a true believer, a loyal customer, and an evangelist. That's not luck, that's an engineered escape from the old chaos. You know what's wrong with sales-led models? They put all their faith in people who don't even always believe in the product because their paycheck depends on hitting quotas. They treat growth like a marketing campaign, a hustle, a game of who can shout loudest and trick someone into a contract. You've been there, watching deals collapse in the pipeline. Clients hesitating, decision cycles stretching like painful dental appointments. Sales-led growth ties your business's fate to ever-changing personalities, market noise, and layers of human error. It's a system primed for unpredictable, spotty, frustrating results, leaving you stuck, scratching your head, wondering why the spark goes out the second the sales team clocks off. Contrast that with product-led growth. It cuts through the noise by making the product itself into an impossible-to-ignore force. Suddenly, the product sells itself, around the clock, 24/7, with zero burnout, no theatrics needed. If your product isn't irresistible on its own, you're bleeding out slow and steady without even realizing it. The smartest founders don't scream louder. They build smarter. They obsess over the user's first experience like it's a life or death moment because guess what? It is. Every second you waste on cold outreach could be a second converted by a product experience so simple, so mind-blowingly clear, that it drags users into your ecosystem like gravity itself decided to pick your side. To win with product-led growth, stop kidding yourself about fancy sales scripts and old-school funnels. Focus on the surgical precision of your onboarding. Nail that aha moment, the second your user truly understands the value you promised, and do everything in your power to accelerate it. Roll out features that don't just sit there, but actively guide, empower, and surprise your users at every touch. Harness data relentlessly to crunch numbers and watch behavior like a hawk. If users hesitate, dig in and fix the tiniest snags before they scar your conversion rates. Product-led growth means the product becomes your fiercest, most loyal salesperson. Never tired, never missing a beat, always convincing without saying a word. Still think this is just trendy? Look at the giants who refuse to tie their growth to quotas and old-school deal-chasing, companies like Slack, Dropbox, Zoom. They don't wait for handshakes or big contracts to start their growth. Their products create demand by making experiences so good, so intuitive, users flood in and sell it to themselves and others naturally. Imagine the freedom that brings. Imagine a world where growth isn't a punishing game of persuasion, but an irresistible pull. Imagine your investors stopping you with no more cold calls and starting to ask, how fast can this scale with zero marketing spend? That's not a fantasy. It's the reality product-led growth opens up. And you want to be the leader wielding this power, not the loser desperately drowning in endless sales cycles. Here's the brutal truth. Adopting product-led growth isn't about tweaking your strategy or adding a layer of polish. It's about ripping into the soul of your company's entire growth philosophy and building a product-centered machine from the ground up. Start by obsessing over every micro-interaction your user has, from sign-up to second use to 100th. If you can't describe exactly how your product sparks joy, clarity, and necessity within the first 5 minutes, it's time to scrap it and rebuild ruthlessly. Then, build zero-friction paths for users to upgrade and get hooked. No pushy upsells. No smoke and mirrors, just honest, unmistakable value that they need and want. Don't just track downloads. Track actual use, retention, and behavior patterns so closely, it's like you're living inside your user's mind. If you get stuck, don't blame the market or the economy. Blame your product experience. Blame your onboarding. Blame every single delay a user faces. Product-led growth demands relentless honesty and courage. To kill slow features, to unlearn comfortable assumptions, to build minimum lovable products that act like magnets, not anchors. And then you scale, fast. Because customers who love your product aren't just users, they become your growth engine, your sales team, and your truth. To every founder, every investor, every leader feeling trapped in the grind of sales-led growth misery, stop settling for a broken system that rewards noise over value. The world is shifting under your feet, and the truth is ruthless. Either your product leads, or your sales will lag forever. Claim your freedom. Build your product so damn good it sells itself. Tear down the old guard of endless sales grind and step into a future where growth is natural, unstoppable, and overwhelmingly powerful. That's the revolution. It's brutal, it's exhilarating, and it's yours if you want it. So stop waiting, start building, because nothing will ever feel this urgent or this possible again.